Hello everybody, my name is Alex with Sigala Designs and thanks for tuning in for a brand new video. Today is the first day of Sema Show 2023 and well, this is going to be a multiple part series just because Sema is such a huge event that to do it all in one day is almost impossible. So we're going to try and show you as much as we can today. Now, I did start pretty late, don't get me wrong. The show does end, I believe, at 5 and well, it is currently already 3:10. So we're cutting it close, but we're going to do as much as we can. We're going to go ahead and start in the South Hall and kind of see whatever they have here to display, show you guys, walk around with you guys, show you guys the different vehicles, the different exhibits. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started just because, well, we're running low on time. Starting off with our sponsor for both Z06 Corvettes, Rohana. Now, I'm not sure if they have on display the wheels we got. I don't believe they do. And honestly, I'm not really sure what style we got. But here you can see the different wheels that they have on display. Starting off, I can already kind of tell that the South Hall is mainly wheels, wheel accessories, because there are a lot of different wheel companies. As you can see, I just passed by wheels. I mean, there are wheels absolutely everywhere. Everywhere I look, it's like more wheels, more wheels. So, for sure, this is probably going to be one of those hauls that we get through pretty quickly just because, well, there isn't much to see. Obviously, I'm not in the market for wheels. I mean, it's one of those where I just picked the South Hall because, well, our Escalade was near it and I figured it was the easiest hall to enter just to at least get the video started for all of you. So, of course, yes, we did mention the Escalade. We did bring our 2022 Escalade in a new wrapped color, well, that we're gonna show you probably once we exit the hall because it's literally like right outside the doors and it's pretty easy to get to. We are with Lexani. Now, I know last year we were also with Lexani in the chrome red that you guys are seeing up on the screen right now. And don't get me wrong, that color was very bright, it attracted a lot of attention. But with this new color for this year's Sema, I think this color is better. It definitely looks more elegant and it definitely stands out a lot. I think a little more than the red did. So I'm pretty excited to show you guys. So of course, once we exit the hall, we'll go ahead and show you then. And as we mentioned, Lexani is our sponsor of the Escalade. Look whose booth we showed up to. Honestly, this is a really nice setup for them. Behind me, we got a all green C8 Corvette that has our full 5EM kit on it and our dual front splitter for the 5EM front lip. Honestly, everything came together super well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you exactly how Lexani showed up. So in just one hall alone, you can see how many different vendors, how many different companies are here. And remember, this is only South Hall. So we still have the North Hall, we still have the West Hall, we still have Central Hall, and then we still have everything outside. And we made it, the Escalade. Now, this was definitely an easier job to do this time around using this new material from Fleck. Honestly, I have nothing but positive to say from them. This material was super easy to work with, and to knock it all out, it was honestly not that bad. The longest part with wraps is always tucking those edges, always making sure the edges look crisp. You can't see the previous color. It's a lot of work, but here we have it. Now it's a little dirty, okay? We cleaned it in the morning, but through the days, you know, it starts to get dusty, it starts to get dirty again. But we'll be ready for tomorrow, first thing in the morning, to be here to clean it up and here we have it, guys. It is wrapped in this certain purple from Fleck. I can't remember the name of it, but we'll go ahead and put it up on the screen for you guys to try and pronounce it. And I know we mentioned that this year's sponsor is Lexani once again, so there you guys can see the fresh new wheels that we got for the Escalade. And honestly, I really like this design, and I like that the actual lug nuts are covered, so it looks more clean. So the design follows all the way through. We put the few sponsor stickers all the way around to still make it look clean, but show that representation of those who helped put this build together. And of course, we still have all the carbon fiber around it. Now that it's got a little darker, I know it's a little harder to see, but I think my favorite part is the different colored carbon for that front emblem, just to resemble the OEM one. So here we have it, guys, the Escalade here at Sema at the Lexani outdoor booth. So we're here with a few other Lexani sponsored cars. We are missing the bubble. We do plan on finishing that up. With the time we had, we weren't able to, but hopefully by Friday, by the very last day of the show, we'll have that bubble to complete the look. Now behind us, I don't know if you guys saw it in the background when I was filming and talking about the Escalade, but here we have Turtle S650. It is actually a good friend of mine from TikTok. Here we have his Dark Horse Mustang, and guys, just look at this wrap slash paint. So the base is a wrap, and then over top of it is a bunch of splattered paint. Now if you guys want to check out his Instagram, he posted behind the scenes of how this was all put together, but all this is literally just paint thrown on there. I mean, there is just chunks still, like look at that, guys. So it's still a wrap, but it's paint over the wrap. So I don't know, what would you guys consider it? I still consider it a wrap, but basically it's covering the entire car. I mean, he had to make sure he taped off every edge just to make sure that this paint would not get in the cracks. That's why you guys see a line where nothing is touched, because he taped all of that up. Because like me, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to get paint and splatter marks all in those door jambs. So overall, this is a really, really unique look, considering the fact that this was all done by hand and using gallons of paint and just throwing it on there. Oh, we got someone having fun over there doing a burnout, a fat burnout over there in the distance. Look at that cloud. Oh my gosh. Absolutely insane for him to still keep going. I want to know what tires those are. Those are some good tires. Look at all that smoke. Man, you're gonna cause an eclipse. Look at that. It just got all cloudy. Look at that sun. Look at the sun poking through all that heavy smoke. It literally just shaded this entire lot with how much smoke there is up in the air. That looks insane on camera. I can stare directly at the sun now and be fine. That's how much smoke is covering the sun. There we go. Now he stopped. Now over here we have a McLaren that almost looks like a similar purple as the Escalade. I'm not sure what company this is, but it looks very similar, honestly. Now we have just entered the North Hall, which is where our booth is with both Z06 Corvettes. Now this year SEMA is the first year that us at Sigala will have our own booth at SEMA, rather than just having customers' cars or projects actually displayed, whether on the outsides or in certain booths. We actually have our own designated area. So right now we're gonna go ahead, show it off to you guys, show you guys exactly what we have, and to show you guys the Corvettes. Now if you guys have been following us on social media, you guys would have gotten the first look at how everything was set up. But here we're gonna go ahead and show all of you for YouTube. Here we have it. Look at that presentation with both Z06 Corvettes. One, of course, being the first ever fully forged carbon Z06. And honestly, I think inside was definitely probably one of the best spots we could get because of the lighting. So with the consistent lighting 24/7, you can really see the material every single time of the day. And of course, we gotta let people know this is not a wrap. This is actually a full replacement actual kit where everything was completely replaced in a forged carbon piece. And over here for the convertible, the second Z06 that we came to display, it's actually also has forged carbon parts all the way around. So there you guys can see all the different things that it has. And the biggest for this is the actual convertible top. Now this is still fully functional, and this is actually a full forged carbon piece that we actually painted in that red mist to color match everything around it. So both the rear hatch and the trunk are both fully forged carbon with painted sides just to give it that center design all the way through. So of course, let us know what you guys think, and we can't forget the vertical doors. So this is something that the customer requested, and it is now officially done.
Tomorrow.
This is day 2 of the SEMA show 2023 here in Las Vegas at the convention center. So we just showed up. They just opened the doors, I want to say literally like a minute ago. We got here right at 9. So right now we're actually getting ready to walk to our booth to make sure everything's organized, get everything situated to now start day 2. Now we're still kind of getting warmed up. Now the biggest day for the SEMA show isn't until the very last, for Friday, once actually it's open to the entire public. And at the very end we actually have a parade with all the cars involved in SEMA, where you can actually get to see all the cars drive out, and after there's a bunch of car meets. So definitely stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get inside. Day 2 of SEMA is wrapping up. Now once again, I am getting a late start to start walking around, show you guys part of the show. Yesterday you guys saw we actually checked out the South Hall, and I believe it was the, I don't know what other hall we checked on. I think I showed you guys part of the North Hall, which is this hall. Once we actually came, showed you guys our booth, because well, we checked out the Escalade and our booth yesterday, so I'm pretty sure it was the South and North Hall that we checked out. So right now we're gonna go ahead, walk a little more around the North Hall, just because we didn't get a chance to check out every booth, only because we came straight here so we can show you guys our setup for SEMA. Now, I mean, guys, we have been absolutely bombarded with so many people coming to check out the cars that I really haven't had a chance to film. Let's go ahead, walk around, because well, here I think it's my time to leave. Although I love talking to some of you, if we were able to talk to you here at the show, you came, stopped by the booth, make sure to leave it in the comments. Make sure to let us know that you came by to say hi. And guys, here at SEMA we have had nothing but positive feedback. So without further ado, okay, now let's go ahead and walk around the North Hall a little bit more, and then let's see if we can make it to West Hall and Central Hall. Now I know in this hall there is a lot of different film companies that come to show, and well, one thing I think I realized why people were asking if the forged carbon was a wrap, because well, they do have a forged carbon wrap, but honestly in person it's super distinguishable between wrap and something that has a clear coat. Now over here they have a new Z, also in this like carbon film. So there you guys can see probably why people thought ours was a film, but I think, honestly, I think it's very easy to tell exactly like how to differentiate the two. Well, my camera died, so we are rolling on my phone, but you already know that's not gonna stop me. So we just entered the West Hall. One place I wanna go see is 3D. Now this year we didn't have a car for them, but I see them all the way over there. So I know the footage might be a little more shaky because, well, I had you guys on the stabilizer and now I don't. But we're in the West Hall and we're gonna go check out what 3D has at their booth exactly right now. Well, here at 3D, they have a Supra front and center. Look at this motor. Oh my God, look at that big old turbo right there. Honestly, pretty clean. So here we are at 3D's booth. So something similar to the Forged. This is what I'm looking at right now. Look at all that haziness, like that orange peel, and then compare it to how our carbon looks. You can definitely tell which one is a wrap and which one is actual carbon fiber. So that's probably why people were questioning about if ours was a wrap or not. But I mean, here we have it. There they did the roof even, but the difference is definitely night and day.
Eventually. Meanwhile.
He's got to match the car, right?
Of course, that'll get silly. Look at that. You're like a cross between Prince and Captain America.
I told him, look, oh, he needs to wear these, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Throw it on there.
See that?
Give it to them. They're not ready for it. Thanks for bringing it, man. We're going to see you next year, right?
Thank you, of course. Every year. I like your car. You like your car? Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Look at that shit.